Hi, welcome back to Bocce's Corner. I'm Barb. We're in Bocce's kitchen, my kitchen. If you're new here, welcome. I thought I would bring you along for a little bit something different. I'm going to be filling things up and refilling things. And honestly, I was gifted a ton of spices, canned goods, but mostly spices. So what I'm going to do is I am going to try to consolidate some of these and vacuum seal some jars so that they stay fresh. These have not expired. They're good through next year. So I thought I'd bring you along. So I'm still getting more. I got to figure out how I'm going to consolidate, how I'm going to put everything together. But I'm going to bring you along with me. So here's almost there. We're getting there. So here we go. This is what I was gifted, and I truly appreciate from a really close friend of mine. So thank you. You know who you are. And let's get to it. So let's start with chili powder. I've got quite a bit here. So I'm going to fill up this container for my everyday use. And the rest will go into this jar, and I will vacuum seal it and put it down on my shelf. I fit what I could into this jar. Now I'm going to take I have a damp paper towel. I just want to wipe the edge of it from any dust or particles from the chili powder. I'm going to put a cupcake liner inside. Put one of my lids on here that I've used. I have a vacuum sealing cap. I have a cordless vacuum sealer. Not sure how long to hold this, but let's see how it did. Okay, it is vacuum sealed. I like to put the cupcake liner in here or something to keep the powder from coming up into my machine and ruining my machine. So instead of getting the big vacuum sealer with the hoses, I found this on Amazon and I love it. So this jar is sealed and ready to go down on the shelf downstairs until I need it. And let's move on to cumin. Let's see what I'm going to do with the cumin. I got to figure this out. Okay, so I am going to take what I have left in this little jar of cumin. This is for my everyday use. I go through quite a bit. So I was keeping this upstairs and just refilling my little container. But let's see what I'm gonna do now. I'm not quite sure just yet. So let me just see if I can free up a jar, one of my canning jars. If not, then we won't. I cannot free up my canning jar just yet. Moving on to onion powder. I use a lot of onion powder. You can tell the difference in color. The bottom is lighter, and that's onions that I ground up, and this is the store-bought on top. You can see the difference in color. And these jars, these are actually Yankee Candle jars. Once the candles were done, they got cleaned out very well and ran through the dishwasher until there was no more smell on that plastic ring underneath the lid. It makes a really nice airtight container for purposes like this. So moving on. Okay, I don't use a whole lot of smoked paprika in like everyday stuff. It depends on what I'm making. So all I want to do is just fill up this little jar, because this is just perfect for in my cabinet to use now. Let's get these peppercorns taken care of. I'll just put a little ring on here, and this will go on the shelf downstairs as well. So I need some regular sweet paprika upstairs. So I'm gonna try and see how much I can fit into here out of this container. I'm hoping the whole thing, but we'll see. No, all of it did not fit. You're probably asking, why am I transferring this stuff over to glass containers? The reason I'm doing that is because plastic containers, the air, they breathe. Air gets through the plastic. Air does not get through glass. So therefore, I feel my spices stay fresher longer. So this is why I am transferring stuff out of all the plastic stuff, or out of the plastic containers into the glass containers. So I think the remainder of this can probably fit into here for now, so I'll use this one first before I dip into this one. And I need to make sure I label it. Okay. Sweet paprika. There. And now we can move on to my next item. So the next item up is my black pepper that I use every day. I keep this little shaker on top of my stove. So this is running low. It just needs to be refilled. Hopefully I don't start sneezing. See if I can get some more in there. Always trying to squeeze a little bit more. So I go through a lot of this. So next will be my white ground pepper. I have this jar from a previous spice. It's glass, so I saved it. So let's see if I can get this in here without a lot of effort. Hopefully it'll all fit. We'll see. So this is ground white pepper. And it fit. Thank goodness. And this will stay up here in my cabinet. So moving on. So I have an awful lot of cinnamon. So I'm just going to consolidate all these into one. I think I'll go with the larger one. Okay, so this frees up some space in my cabinet. So that's all my cinnamon. Let's move on to the turmeric. I don't use turmeric that often, so I'm gonna put some in here and try and fill this jar up and vacuum seal it. These little jars, and these are actually little moonshine jars that I saved. You get little shots in here that you can make a drink out of, and I ended up saving these. I use them for all kinds of stuff. This is being one of them. So ground mustard, I am going to put into this jar. This was actually a queso dip, so I'm going to use this jar. I think it will be a good size. The next thing I'm going to combine are these veggie flakes. I also want to do my salt, refill my salt at this time. I probably should have done it when I did my little shaker, but I didn't feel like going downstairs to get this giant container. So this is my backup. So I think this will do it for now. I haven't gotten through everything just yet, and I may do that in another video, but for now this will do it for this video. And I want to thank you for joining me at Bobji's Corner and Bobji's Kitchen, my kitchen,
while I refilled and consolidated spices and vacuum sealed. And until next time, hope to see you soon.